Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games that I played in. You had functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team. There's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history. Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding the football when you get out of it.
Looking for a man. It's Leonard. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Third and short. Coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, it looks as if the defense got it. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job at the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open. That's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it.
He's going to go for a big one. Snags it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll try the run. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Getting some heat. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Let's go. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The best running backs
football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, and they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. To the air, it's Leonard. And his throw is incomplete. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take...
Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return. Offense set on first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Broncos want to crank the tempo.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long.
2-9 Philly.
He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets to the quarter. College football, we stay with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. first down here for the offense. The back goes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to take a shot right away. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get a positive mojo going. The opposite. You just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 37. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. They'll go to the ground. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They're trying to send a message for this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Give to the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find a basic hit. Hand the football off, maybe with the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got more. Running toward the tape. The 20. Touchdown Tide. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the Wolverines in the hurry
a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the option. Got the first down and more. And a good pickup to move the chains. The clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. A lot of urgency for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Coughlin. Ripping through the defense. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wolverines with the first and 10. They move the tight end all over. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, and your defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back to the 16. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Coming after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he runs it across. Touchdown, Reed. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. After 40, there he goes. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're bringing heat. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Check. Blue 42 strong. Blue 42 strong. Check, check. Red 54 flex combo. Red 54 flex combo.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Black 29 bongo. Black 29 bongo.
They go to the ground. Shakes off the tackle. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. You know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this physical and push this defense around.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Smashes through. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Let's go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Roller. Ready, team.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
A sense of urgency.
Oh, picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return there. First down for this offense. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Finds his big tight end. Excellent job walking through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to go for a big one. Snatches it on the right. He's loose. Past the 10. Touchdown Wolverines. And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? And this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that hit. Forget about it. Move on. Play the next play.
Patriot, Patriot.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Jabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Back 54 seconds. Maverick, Maverick.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Loveland. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick.
Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they made it to the house when they found it. 6 points waiting on it.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. First down to start the drive after the break. They move the tight end all over. The give to the single back.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Off he goes. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he slipped through the ground, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. put the points up with that 79-yard run to the end zone. Getting the extra point block soured that touchdown drive just a bit, but they'll line up to kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. They got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here? He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had.
It's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something out of it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's not how you draw it up. But how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
Movement here from the tight end. Charges ahead. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Running back searching for a hole. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Running behind that left side. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tap that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, right at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get to red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out to the running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left in.
They'll And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. Miller with the ball. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you live to play another day here on this drive.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Buys a little time. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far. This defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's probably number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Shotgun snap on third down. Gets it out fast. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Caught in the backfield, it's Loveland. Smashes through the tackle. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy because of his frame. You're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He caught it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Yeah, you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. on first down to throw. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After misfire, it's second down. The receiver on the jet sweep. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north side.
Going up top. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. Just a short return, but that